Oh.
Welcome to Models Talk. Let's talk about it.
Yes, yes, yes. I am so excited to have my Latoya in the studio tonight, y'all. The sister's from Jamaica. She got something she got to say. She's a veteran. Her husband's a veteran. And we are just so elated to have you with us. I know you've worn things and modeled things, and you have done the do, sister. Welcome to Models Talk.
Thank you so much. I am very happy to be here, and I'm very happy to be here with you. You are so energetic and so fun. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Thank you so much. First thing I'm going to say is I want that right there behind you. Yes, ma'am. I need to wear that on the red carpet. Yes, ma'am. Have events coming up. Yes, ma'am. We need to talk.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So tell me what's going on, Miss Latoya.
Hi, I am here. So this was just one of the designs that I was working on. So I can, start my clothing brand. So that's one of them, and then this is another one behind me. So
I'd like to see that. Can you turn your chair a little more so we can see it a little better? Oh yes, yes, ma'am. Beautiful.
Just two of the, thousands of garments that I have and just haven't, launch as yet. So that's where I'm at. I'm at the beginning and the starting point of it, and just going through the process.
Okay. When do you plan to actually launch?
So I am finally planning on launching next year. I feel as though that would be the great opportunity for me to do it probably around summertime. And when all the fun colors are coming out, as I love bright and bold colors, so that would definitely just be right there in my alley. And of course, the swimsuits and all the other fun stuff. And with heels, being a model, I mean, come on.
Come on, you can't get it better, baby.
Can't get it better. Can't get it better.
Where are you located?
So I'm located in DeLand, Florida. That's between Orlando and Daytona.
Okay, so you didn't get hit by the storms, did you?
It didn't affect us much, but there are other people in the surrounding areas, especially in the Tampa area, that it affected the most.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, and praise God that you didn't get hit.
Yes, thankfully.
Thankfully you did not get hit, and I pray for the people that are there, and I know they're still struggling.
Yes. Hopefully FEMA can get them the assistance they need. So
Well, I know that's going to come because God's got them.
Amen. That is it.
And I had to represent Jamaica for you, baby. I had to do it. Yes.
I love it. Yes.
With all the bright colors, red earrings.
I love it. I love it.
That's for you.
Yes. Yard colors.
I love them. This is one of my favorite dresses to put on.
Oh my God. And it fits you very well. It brightens up your face. It really does. All the
thank you. Thank you so much. This is a head wrap, but I had to do something different. Nah.
You have to be different.
You have to be different.
Something else. You got to be unique,
And that's what I always try to be. I always try to be unique.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You. That's it. I love it.
So tell me about your line.
So the clothing line is about, sophistication, because, you have a lot of clothing lines that, you show a lot of your skin, and that's awesome. I love that. Absolutely. I do that, I'm showing some right now. But I want to bring back some, sophistication, luxury, some sexy, because you could be sexy and you don't have to show too much now.
Absolutely. I mean, a little bit of cleavage is just enough. Just enough. You don't have to show them everything. To take it the other way and put clothes on people. Thank you. It's about time. I mean, nudity is always going to be popular. I mean, but not all of us have to be naked all the time. Look at you.
Yeah.
Fabulousness. Yes, baby. Serving it up.
Yes, ma'am. So this piece is from Slay Queen Closet. So that's one of their designs that they have, and I showcased that at a video shoot.
Okay. That is beautiful. Now I can't do it, but baby, you got the body. You can do it.
What are you talking about? I just saw you on the runway. Okay, so you're trying to? No, ma'am. I did my homework. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, you slay the runway any day. Stop it. I'm learning from you.
Oh, please. Girl, these sag,
Absolutely.
these boobs and drop down and went south.
I can't tell. And nobody know. See, you just told us. Look
It's
at that. We
okay.
don't know.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad. That's all right. Excuse me. Today is my 60th birthday. So, baby,
Yes, I saw that. Happy birthday.
thank you.
Oh my goodness. That's wonderful.
Thank
I
you.
love birthdays. I absolutely love birthdays.
Well, this is a milestone. So, to reach 60, there was 3 times over I wasn't supposed to be here. You
Yeah.
know, I am a lupus patient as well, and a myriad of other stuff that goes on with me physically,
Yeah.
and mentally, because lupus affects the brain chemistry as well.
Yeah.
And I'm a walking poster for the Lupus Foundation, and how to live your life with lupus and how to get through it.
Yeah.
We are speaking that into fruition, that they're going to want to come to me and let me be one of their spokespeople.
Exactly. That would be that. Yeah, absolutely. Because you've been through it, and you know it's the ongoing thing, especially mentally.
Yes, it is.
Because being from the military, and I'm 100% disabled from the military, so I deal with chronic pain, depression, anxiety, um rotated pelvis, sleep
Mhm.
apnea, the list goes on. So it's a battle every day just to get through the day. So I absolutely can concur with what you're saying, and hopefully they do call you a model and you can definitely get the word across. So yes, I hope they
Well,
call you.
thank you so
Yes.
much. We're gonna work on that. That's something that we're working on for 2025. But by the grace of God, that
Love it.
they'll hear us loud and clear and see that you need a bald headed 60-year-old woman standing in 5-inch stilettos that can still walk the walk, baby.
You see that you're still walking because you're not going anywhere. You're
No,
here with us,
ma'am.
and we're happy that you're here.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, and we're happy to hear your story.
Thank you so
You've
much.
been there, done that. Yes,
So, how do you get through? Do you utilize your creativity to help you get through your daily routine?
I do. So one thing for Runway for me was a way for me to, find a different part of myself, to showcase a different part of myself, and to also help me mentally. Because having depression and anxiety, once you're not doing anything, that's when it seeps in. And
Mhm.
once it seeps in and it has you, you're not sure how long that's going to be. So if you keep yourself occupied and your mind occupied, then you can get through the day because you're focusing on something else, and you're focusing on something else, going forward. So
Mhm.
there's always something that brings you joy. So it has to bring you joy as well. It
Right.
can't just be you just going out and doing stuff. It has to bring you joy, because then once you're expressing joy and you're feeling joy, then you're not feeling the pain and you're not focusing on the pain.
Amen. Amen. You're so right, sis. So
Yes.
right. And that's a good way to look at it, because so many people are going through on a daily basis, and they don't have straws to even grasp hold to, and they don't know how to get unstuck. And so many times we get in those dark places and we get stuck in the quagmire of despair,
Mm,
and it becomes so dark and so alone,
absolutely.
but it's people like us that can be a testimony to those people, to help them move forward and try to bring them into the light, by giving them a helping hand and letting them know it is possible.
It is possible.
It is possible to come
Mhm.
out of that darkness and be okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to even have a dark moment, as long as you don't wallow in it.
Yes. Yes.
That's
As
what I
long as you don't stay, it's a part of life and we all endure it. But as long as you don't stay there and, just enjoy being in that place, then no, you have to get out of there. That's not for you. No.
from from your perspective, how is the market for Florida?
For Florida, as far as modeling, so there's a market here for models. However, it's not a wide market, and it's not a wide market for African Americans.
Mm,
You know, obviously, yeah. So it's not. However, we do get a few jobs. For me, going into it, I didn't realize that most models, when you go to runways and stuff like that, you don't get paid. So that was a little bit taken back for them. Like, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. That's the thing. Okay, that's an adjustment. So, going into it the first year, I that was fine for me to accept. I'm going in, starting from the bottom, the whole 9 yard. I'm with that. I don't mind paying my dues. However, once that due is paid, I expect to be reimbursed in some way, shape, or form.
Right. Models is
Because
just
because before I walk through the door, it costs me at the very least, what, $300. You got to get your nail done. You got to get your hair done. You wax your eyebrows. You get their toes done. It's just so much that goes into play, gas and everything else,
yes,
which
ma'am.
kind of, you know, strike the questions like, how do you think I got here? And I don't just look like this on a daily basis. So,
No, ma'am.
so that's one thing that I don't like about the industry, or, in the Florida area,
Hmm.
that you don't really get paid much. And it's something that's been going on for a while now, and nobody says anything about it. So I guess people
And
just say,
that's why,
okay.
and this is why Models Talk exists.
Well, thank you very much, because that is just not, for me, that's unacceptable. And that's
Well,
fine, which is why I'm going to, find jobs elsewhere, and, get my money there and showcase as well, because I'm there to showcase and sell your garments, but also I need to get paid for my services. It's a job. That's
yes,
exactly how I look at it.
yes. When you're not getting paid, to me, it's a gig. It's just a
Yeah,
gig.
yeah. And yeah,
But when you're getting paid, it's a job, and you come to do your job and do it well. You know,
absolutely.
I'm not being paid what I'm worth. The Atlanta market isn't much better. Okay. Um, Everybody wants to come and say, Atlanta's this great place to be. It's a mecca. That's all well, wonderful, and fine. But when it comes down to paying their models, we don't get paid. We don't get paid
Right.
what we're worth. We're not recognized the way we need to be. you know
Exactly.
and I may get in trouble for saying that, but I'm going to speak my mind, especially on our platform. Models Talk is about the good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. What you do in the dark need to come out in the light.
In the light. Amen. Yes, I absolutely, I like that. And I appreciate you being here. And, obviously, if it's a charity event and such, then of course I'm donating my time. I understand that. But I'm also a tax preparer. So I look at it this way. If the IRS is going to consider my modeling job as a hobby within the next 4 to 5 years, then that doesn't give me too much room to ensure that it's a job, which is
Mm-hmm.
why I went to school. I went to John Casablanca's. I have my com card, my
Mm-hmm.
model competition card. I have my resume. I mean, I prepared myself so that, once they look at me, then that would be an opportunity for me to get that job, because I come for the job. I'm prepared for the job.
Yes, ma'am.
So, if I'm preparing for the job, that means there's a payment at the end of that job.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And do you come in with a contract?
No, I do not come in with a contract. Most of the jobs that I've gotten so far are on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been with a few agencies, but I've found that the agencies don't work for you per se until you
Mm-hmm.
get somewhere in life, which is understandable. However, I feel as though models need guidance. Like, if you're a new model, you need guidance.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just go out there and do whatever it is that you're doing, especially if you're representing a company. So,
Right.
and then most of the agencies that I was a part of, they're more so it's a management agency. So you're paying for your portfolio to be online. Uh, and then once you get the job, then they take another 20%, which I don't mind the 20%. Go ahead. I'm saying, you get me the job, I did the job, I complete the job. This is our contract, this is what I signed up for. I'm with that. Absolutely, 100%. However, the monthly payment, reoccurring payment, I'm not too fond of that. So yeah, I've had to, get out of agencies like that. So unfortunately, I only have two agencies now, and they're more of a brand ambassadorship, which
Okay.
pays.
Okay, well that's good. Um, what do you think is the difference between your market in Florida and our market in Atlanta? What do you have you ever seen or anything here or heard about anything here?
I'm not really familiar with the market there. I have seen some runway shows there, but even though Atlanta is, was it 6 hours from me, 6 or 7 hours away from me, I can't make the drive down there due to medical issues. So I would have to fly there. So if the
Mm,
job isn't compensating, then I'm losing out on airplane, a flight, hotel, food, and everything. So it costs me a lot to go out and do jobs. So I have to be selective as to the jobs that I do.
hmm. What about your line? As when you come out with your line, are you going to go outside of the Florida market and come to somewhere like Atlanta and bring a show or
A
participate
show.
in a show?
So I'm not sure if I want to do runway, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm going to raise my hand to model.
Because run Well, I mean, for the website, absolutely. I need models, and for the grand opening and stuff like that. I mean, yes, ma'am. Okay, accept, then I pay.
Wonderful. Good to know. Good to know. Because I'm
Oh
always
my
ready.
god.
I'm always ready, honey.
Yes,
And, I got 80 wigs. I can
absolutely.
be anything you need me to be.
I'm looking forward to that meeting. I am absolutely looking forward to that. Oh my gosh, I love
Because
your
what,
spirit, your
what you showed me
energy.
already, I'm already wanting exactly what you showed me so far. So I know the line is going to be spectacular.
Oh, it is. It is.
What was your inspiration?
To be honest, I always love fashion. Even as a child, I used to sketch fashion.
Mm-hmm.
But I grew up in Jamaica and I grew up in poverty. So there's not much sketchers in Jamaica. We
Right.
have a lot of dressmakers and stuff like that, but there weren't anything much to no, no, there weren't too many inspirations there. Let's just say that. And of course, I didn't know the difference between a fashion designer and a dressmaker.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I wouldn't have not having that knowledge.
Okay.
So, right. So my aunt, she also sold some of her garments as
Mm-hmm.
well, for work, just for herself. She didn't share it with others, just for herself. So, I guess that just kind of came from that. And I just love fashion. It's not about brand for me, it's about the style. It's about
Mm-hmm.
how it makes me feel once I put it on. Like once I look at something and I love it, I know I have to purchase that. That's just I can't leave the store without it. That's mine. So I'm
You
I'm
sound
that
like me.
person. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like I just fall in love with pieces. It's just like, yeah, you coming home with me. Yeah, we're not having a conversation. Let's go. So it's more like that's more like so
That's
my
fabulous.
inspiration is just life and just living life freely, just
Mm-hmm.
being who you are, just showing up as that authentic individual and just showcasing you.
Mm-hmm. But see, it is
Yeah.
my job to showcase you. And, I often think about when designers are designing and they pick their models to represent them on the runway. It is our job, to me, it is our job to represent you to the best of our light that we possibly can
Mhm.
in order to sell that garment. And if
Yep.
you put me in something that I may not even like it, I guarantee you I'm still going to walk it to death. I am going to wear the garment. The
Showcase
garment
it.
is not going to wear me.
Amen.
Okay.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And yeah, and that's one thing, a lot of people think that the garment makes the individual. No, the
No.
individual make the garment.
Yeah.
Garments look different than
Bring it to
everyone.
life.
You have different shoes. Yeah, it's just how you bring it to life and how you choose to showcase it. It showcases your individuality,
Absolutely.
your attitude and how, you represent yourself, how you walk into a room, just how you share different parts of you.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's a good way to look at it, how you share different parts of you. I like that. I like that a lot. You
Yeah.
know,
So, yeah.
go ahead. I
So
think
I just got back from LA Fashion Week, and it's just amazing. Some of the after parties, how everyone just show up and they just showcase themselves. You know, they have on their nice glasses and the nice outfit, and they're not asking what brand you're wearing. They're trying to
Mm-hmm.
connect with you. They're trying to vibe with. They're trying to figure out who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Just yeah, it's just fun, and it's a different vibration when you're in rooms
Wow.
like those where people just communicating and trying to share what they're doing in the industry and how you could collaborate. It wasn't anyone there, no haters there. It's just everyone just getting together. It was
That's
like a
what I'm.
whole big party.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. We have so many situations that go on. That's another reason that Models Talk exists. That everybody's talking behind each other's back and being catty, and designers are going after other designers or ripping each other off, or
Oh,
promoters are stepping on each other's toes in order. My show is going to be at the same time your show is. I mean, we have a lot of that here, and unfortunately, that's the ugly side of modeling and of the fashion industry, and it needs to change. We need to grow past that. It should be all about love right now, because we need that in this world right now, and it needs to come from within. Here we need a consortium, a round table of directors, producers,
yeah.
backstage directors, backstage people, designers, and models. We need a true representation to come together,
Mhm.
put together a calendar like they do in New York, and put together a calendar so we're not stepping on each other's toes and each other's business, because we all can eat. And I'm quite sure that um, I know you have Miami Fashion Week there, in
Yes.
Florida,
Yes.
and I know that's an extravaganza of things that go on. And then, of course, there's Miami Swimsuit Week, that goes on. But what do you see when you're out at shows? What are you seeing, and how are you seeing people react to each other?
To be honest, in the shows here in Florida, I mean, the women they're not very catty. They're pretty supportive. I'm in a few groups. One of them is Tisha Marie Modeling. She operates out of Miami. I started out with her, and her runway show is actually the first show that I walked in, being a new model, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, she told me I should walk, and I'm like, so I don't get to that class session for the next 2 weeks, so I don't know how to walk. So she kind of told me walk down there, come back, do two poses, walk back, and I was like, okay. So I did the walk or whatever. She's like, no, you're good. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. So, I walked in the show, and I did well. I was very proud of myself. I did very well.
Good for
The
you.
pictures came out great. I walked. I didn't fall. I mean, nothing happened. The roof didn't fall down. We did phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So, big thank you to Tisha Marie Modeling Group. We have the freelance model group here in D-Land, Florida, formerly known as the brand. I started out with them being the brand. So there's so many different, and as we get to know other models, we create our own little groups as
Oh,
well, outside of
cool.
the larger groups.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty more family orientated here when it comes to the women. Now, if they're catty outside of that, or if they're speaking behind people's back, I don't know. They don't pay me for that, so I don't indulge in things
Right,
like that.
exactly. Well, I mean, I'm very fortunate to have a troupe of female models and male models
Yeah.
that are absolutely fantabulous, and we have just grown beyond all the cattiness. I mean, we're all older, and so we don't have that. It's normally the youngsters that are coming in, that. Or Instagram models. I hate to say it like that, but they're
Yeah.
Instagram models, and because they have a following, they think that they can come in and be a model, and that the following is going to follow them into the industry. Well, it doesn't necessarily work that way. You know, just because you're on Instagram and you're half butt booty naked and you got your legs cocked open doesn't mean that that's going to transition to the runway or to a decent photo shoot. I'm just,
Look,
and I have nothing to
I
agree.
see it.
There's a niche for everybody, and Instagram has its niche, you know. And I can't put those people down. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to say is that
Right.
it doesn't transfer just because
Absolutely.
you have that over there on Instagram, Twitter, you know, X or whatever it's called, you know, or YouTube. You know, it doesn't necessarily transfer onto the runway properly. You know, there being a runway model, a commercial model, portrait model, um, a editorial model, a print model.
Model.
There's so many types of modeling. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily negate that you can do runway. You know,
Mhm.
you have to practice and practice and practice and practice to get your hone your skill. Just like any
Mhm.
seamstress, she has to practice and practice and practice to hone her skill. You know, male models have to practice, even though they think they can just come in and show their swag. No, it don't work that way either for them. You know, um, so you know when I see people that are struggling, that think they know it all, it's my natural instinct to want to say, "Baby, let me help you," because I've been in it for
Mhm.
so long, you know, and I've done this thing for so long. But now is my time, because as an older model, you know, I like I say, I just turned 60 today, and now is my time, you know, to shine, because they're looking for older, more distinguished female Black
Yeah.
models. And since
Yeah.
I can chameleon with having a bald head, you know, that's a plus in my cap, you know. But when I see people struggling, I my heart goes out to them because they may have potential, but not
That's
willing to put in the work or listen to wisdom that is freely given, and they don't receive it well, you know, because unfortunately, I think the younger generation has that know-it-all mentality. They know everything, and you can't tell them anything. You know, a lot of people stop trying to tell you things, but I'm not that person. I'm going to tell you, you know, if you need some help, I'm going to let you know, baby, you need some help. If you can't do a half turn, let me show you properly how to do a half turn. Now, what I say is not gospel, but at least I know I've been in it long enough to have a resume, a very strong resume, you know, to say that I'm able to help you. And that means young people, middle-aged people, old people, men, you know, trans, what and whoever. It don't matter.
yeah.
You know, a half turn is a half turn, and there's a proper way to do all of that. So I coach as well, you know. Do you
Very good.
see do you see coaching helping people there? Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have just the group that I'm in. So the freelance model group, they offer coaching, runway classes for models who need them. You have Miss Tabrisha. She does modeling here as well. She does a lot of the runway shows. She
Mhm.
choreographs a lot of them. So they offer training, and believe it or not, they offer free training for
Oh, that's
those shows. Yeah, so that's wonderful. They offer free training for maybe two of those shows. So if you start out going to those shows, then she also gives you tools and techniques that you can utilize. Whether or not you choose to utilize it there and then, it's fine. Or you could put it in your back pocket and go up there straight walk and walk it back because that's where you're at right now.
hmm
And you continue to work on those skills that she has given you.
that's
So yeah, so coaching absolutely helps. And I know it helped me. I learn from everyone. I
mhm.
do. I absolutely do learn from everyone. There's a list of coaches that I've gone to, and I'm still going to coaches because everyone teaches differently. And you learn,
Absolutely.
and your walk changes as you progress, So
Say that
I'm
again.
willing to learn,
Say that
always willing
again.
to learn. It does. Your walk progresses as you grow. So the more you train is the more advanced you will get and the more confidence you will get within your skills and yourself.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I try to practice at least 15 minutes a day. Once I get it in, you can hear my heels clunk, clunk, clunk. Yep, she's practicing. You know?
I love it. You know when I
Yeah.
practice? I practice when I'm out and about. I walk straight lines or when I'm walking down the aisle at the supermarket or when I'm walking down the aisle or in the street going over to Walmart. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm always practicing. I practice
always.
all the time. You know,
And that's
and
just
it makes you
it.
have to hone
It's
your
your
skill.
passion. Yeah.
Yeah, it is my
Yeah.
passion. Passion is my passion. Yes, ma'am.
There it
Yeah.
is. And it's
Where
when
do
it's
you
your
see?
passion, you want to do it all
Where
the
do you see
time.
us going, fashion wise? What You're not a trend designer, correct?
No,
Okay. So
correct.
you set trends.
Well, I guess I'll be trending, but not for the same things. I'm sorry. What did you say? You're breaking up. You're so
Okay.
silly.
You set the trends.
There you go.
You're breaking up. You're buffering.
Oh, I'm breaking up as well. Let's see.
You're buffering on me.
My internet connection is strong.
Okay. Like you're okay right now. I see you moving and everything, but
Okay.
sometimes you freeze. Okay, you're good. What do you
Okay.
like right
Maybe I
now?
just stand there for a second. Okay.
What do you like
Okay.
right? What looks are appealing to you right now? Mm,
For me,
I can't hear you.
right now, I think more of the schoolgirl look. I like that kind of look right now. You can't hear me?
Yeah, you're going in and out.
Leave the studio. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I don't know. My internet is okay. Is that better now?
Yeah, it's okay.
I feel like I'm in Jamaica in the country.
It's okay. We have those
Do you need
moments.
me to go in the house now?
We have those moments.
Oh my god.
So
Okay, is
so
it back now?
yeah,
Okay.
for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so what you said the schoolgirl look is what you're into right now.
Yeah, right now, the schoolgirl look with a nice skirt, the little top. So this is part of the top right here, and it comes with a nice little jacket with a tie and such. So you
Mm-hmm.
could dress it up. You could put some leggings on that, or you could wear it with some boots going into the winter. You could dress it up. You could leave the tie off or open it, whatever you want to do with that. So I would say, that would definitely be something that I'll be wearing going forward in the summer.
Okay, so what about what is your winter look, winter then your spring look going to look like?
Oh my God. So I am always cold. So I'm always gonna have a jacket of some sort. I love those little thin jackets where I could just, put on every now and then, but mostly I'll wear like a nice little spaghetti strap dress or half a shoulder. I like a
Mm-hmm.
nice open back if it's long sleeves,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and a nice open back is fine. But I always have a nice jacket or a scarf to go with it because you just never know. And
Right.
some cute, fun glasses. So that would be a nice look that I would go with. Maybe with some boots or one of the booties, depending on the weather outside. So yeah,
Cool. That sounds wonderful. It sounds fun.
I
Do you
I like
have
to be
do you
fun.
have a couture line that you're planning on doing?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure eventually, as I'm slowly getting in, I'll start, doing a couture line. I want to do a men's line.
Mhm.
Because my husband is a commercial pilot and he wants to dress more on that scale. So we're looking into, getting stuff that fits his character, and
Mhm.
maybe that would be his line. So
That'd be nice.
something like that. Yeah, that'd be nice. And my daughter, she draws a lot, so I was telling her, we could do a line for her as well. She could put little drawings on the shirts for the
Mhm.
kids, and her friends can buy them, like stuff like that. So putting her on as young as she is, own your own business.
Why not?
There's no freer way to live than to own your own business. You don't have to deal with anyone. You're free. If you get up today and you feel like it's not a good day, you go back to bed. I mean, it comes with a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. You are the CEO, you're the CFO, you are the tax preparer, you are the worker. It just depends on, how large of a business is it. If it's a sole proprietorship or LLC, a single member LLC, then honey, it's just you, boo. Until you can get it up and
Say that.
running, then
Say it again.
it's just you are everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take that day off, you deserve it. You go ahead and take that day off.
Yeah, I agree. I, I'm sorry, I get so dry because I talk so much. Uh-oh, you stuck. Hi. She's stuck. Hold on, y'all. We got a little glitch.
Comfort myself.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, Louis? There we go.
This is my phone, so I guess my laptop is acting silly.
Okay, well, I can still hear you. That's all right.
Okay, let's see.
Fashionista and ATL's hottest podcaster. You can vote for me at atlhottest.com. Please, I would love to represent one more time. I am ATL's hottest mature model 2023. Thank you all so much for your love and respect and honor. I truly appreciate it and I am humbled by it. If you have an opportunity to go vote at ATL Hottest, that's ATL Hottest.com. Once again, this is your girl, Zahara Gihana, saying yes. Vote, y'all. Don't forget to vote in the upcoming election either. We need you. We don't want the cray running the country. Anyway, um, we have so much going on as far as the industry is concerned. You know, everything is in transition, and fast fashion is going full steam. If with politics, if certain people get into office, there's going to be at least a 20% to 60% increase in tariff taxes on anything made in China, which will expand to other countries as well that are being brought into the United States, which means your Shein and your Temu will go up majorly. And those are two sites that I love to shop on. So I don't want mine to go up. So, you know, I decided to vote for the other people, the people that seem like they want to do a little something, something for the middle class, instead of doing stuff for billionaires and trillionaires and millionaires and all of them folk, you know, in the top 1%. So I'm just saying, vote, 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 vote. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I'm asking you to go out and make your voices heard in whatever way you feel that is necessary. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this election, and I pray I don't have to move out the damn country. But anyway, I'm just teasing around right now. We're just trying to knock down a little bit of the time because we're having glitches um, from the other side. And Latoya, she seems like a fascinating young woman. She seems like she's got her head screwed on straight. She is a veteran of the Marines, you guys. Unfortunately, she is 100% disabled, but she has turned her disability into something that she can work towards having a wonderful career in the fashion industry. Her looks are looking fantabulous, and she's sophisticated, sexy. Look at here. This is her modeling. And I think she looks fabulous. You know, her lines are very good and strong, you know, and she's a beautiful young woman. This is very nice. I like the suit. I like the position that she's in. She looks curious. I like the look on her face. The three-piece is absolutely rocking. And of course, the heel is ridiculous. Loving it, loving it. And this was at some award show. And I'm wondering if this is one of her own pieces that she designed. It is absolutely beautiful. The look with the mask says a lot, you know, wonderful. She's going to be able to come back, I hope. But if not, you know, take the time, fill out our survey on the Models Talk page. And come on, I would love to have multiple people come on at one time. Um, ATL's hottest. Let me throw that out there right now. I am looking to get ATL hottest nominees to come on and do a whole panel for ATL's hottest. And we talk about it, y'all. We got to do that before December 8th, which is our finale. You know, December 1st to December 8th is going to be our ATL hottest week. So forward to it. And I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. There are other things that are going to be going on in the month of November. I'm looking forward to being participatory in several other shows. And also, I am looking for or willing to do, let me put it like this, I'm willing to do some TFPs for photography. Mr. Robert Herbert, you can hit me up. I'd be happy to be a TFP model for your crew and your group of up and coming photographers if they need an in-studio model to shoot. I would think that would be so much fun. So I'm going to put that out there to Mr. Robert Herbert and APN Network. Anyway, other than that, y'all, it's about it for me. You know, I'm just doing me. Once again, let me say this. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the major birthday wishes. You guys don't know how much love was sent to me and poured into me today. And I truly appreciate it. I am humbled by it. The experience was an eye-opening. awakener this morning. The first thing I got was birthday wish from my cousin in St. Louis, Missouri. And then the second thing I got was birthday wishes from my grandbabies and singing happy birthday to their Mimi. And it was fabulous. I may end up sharing the actual video that was sent to me because it was too cute. So anyway, thank you all for the love, the model love, the sisterhood, from all sides, from my aunties like Veronica Bigelow, Miss Terry Stevens, thank you, thank you, thank you. You just don't know how much that makes me feel so good. Lady G, Miss Judy, Derek Lately, all of you all made me feel absolutely wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Eva. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I feel loved, y'all. I feel loved, and it felt great. I had a wonderful day. I spent the day with my husband, and we just had a ball today, just being in each other's presence. Did I get spoiled? Yes, I did. I am very spoiled. So you all keep us in prayer. We're still grieving, unfortunately, but we're getting better. With the loss of our son in August, August the 18th to be exact, and we lost him to Lou Gehrig's disease, or ALS, and he was only 38 years old. So we're still grieving, but we are getting better. Keep me in prayer because I'm having some tough time with it still to this day. And I know it's going to take time, but I will keep pushing forward. I will not stop doing what I'm doing because that's not what he would want me to do. So, with that being said, I am going to say good night, that I love you, model love. We're going to throw them deuces. Once again, model love. This is your girl, Zahara Gihana, saying yes, yes, yes.